Akiki Dolls and Akiki Short Stories are two very different concepts born out of a mother's quest to empower her daughter and other young African girls. She uses these as teaching tools to put across the message of self-love, appreciation and self-worth. The mother and author, Fatuma Abdullah, is here with us in studio with Akiki, and both of them, let me tell you, are having their television debut today. It is so nice to have you both on Morning Live.
Thank you so much, yeah.
And there she is. This is our little doll.
Yes, this is her.
She's beautiful.
Yeah, thank you.
Is this the first of her?
Yeah. This is the first of her. I did the book launch at Scoops at Monte Casino.
Yeah.
So I also brought her along. But yeah, this is our first time on TV.
That is fantastic. Yeah. All right, well, let's talk about this now. Okay. The inspiration behind Akiki, I know, as we say, it all had to do with your daughter.
Yeah.
And but just tell us a little bit more. What, you know, how?
Okay. My daughter, I think for me the point of recognition and also consciousness as well is when we were going to crash and she started, she came and she told me, "Mommy, I want my hair to be straight." And then I looked at her and I said, "No, our hair is not straight, our hair is curly." She's like, "Yeah, but I want my hair to look like so-and-so." And I thought to myself, I left it there, I left the conversation there. But for me, it was like, oh my goodness. So then I said, okay, I started looking in terms of what do I put in front of her?
Yeah.
What type of toys does she play with? What else does she do? And I found that, okay, you have the dolls and everything, but they're all white dolls.
Yeah.
And I said, okay. I went out looking for a black doll. I couldn't find something I liked or something that also for her, she would be proud of to carry to her play dates and do stuff. So I started my journey with Akiki. I came up with the Akiki doll, and the first time when I had the sample of Akiki and I showed her, "Zaza, here, Mommy has a doll." She looked at me, then she looked at the doll, and then she's like, "Mommy, she's brown like us."
Oh, isn't that beautiful?
Yeah, and then for me that was like, oh, okay. And then the fact that she said she's pretty, then for me, I was like, yeah, you see, so it's fine to have your hair like this. It's fine to be brown, you know. Learn to start accepting yourself. So for me, what it was at a very young age, you need to start instilling this in our kids.
That is
because
amazing.
If we don't do it, who's going to do it?
Absolutely. You're 100% right.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember growing up and in the times when I grew up, I mean, all little dolls they were white, that was it, end of story, and they were blonde.
Yeah.
So if you were not white and blonde, it was like, there's something wrong with me. It's like I used to dream of going to sleep at night and waking up blonde. It never happened though, and it's never going to happen.
No, it's not.
And this is exactly what this is all about.
Yeah.
You have to accept yourself for who you are.
Exactly.
And this is beautiful. Is there nothing out there like this?
No, I mean, there are other black dolls, but for me, I was looking for something that she can identify with. And then, I mean, I have her as a child. The mold is also of a child, so that she doesn't have the breast, she doesn't have the small waistline, she doesn't have, you know, what I would say
the Barbie kind of look.
Yes, the Barbie kind of look. She doesn't have that. So she's a child. So when you look at her, you can play with her, you can do what with her. And I also decided to have her body more vinyl.
Yes.
So even in the bathroom, because that's where they start. You start bathing with your doll. You take your doll for swimming. I mean, we've even been to the beach with her. We went to Durban with her. And we played in the sand. It's just, when her hair gets sand, yeah, it's a process.
Yeah, I can imagine it's a process. So did the doll come first?
Yeah, so the doll came first.
And now we've got some short stories.
Yeah, so some short stories. Because then I said, I grew up on Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty, what else? Red Riding Hood.
Yeah.
All you can see, there's a certain pattern over there. So I thought to myself, you must have, at least I need a book where you have a black African child as the protagonist of the story. So at that point I decided, I mean, I've been writing, in my corporate life I was writing, but then after that later I said, well, let's write Akiki Short Stories. And these short stories are more or less about just Akiki's everyday life. Because for me, it was also in terms of what we're experiencing with the children, if it is going to school, if it is going to the mall. So these stories also have a bit of moral lessons to it. It's just that now it's almost like a snapshot of Akiki's life.
Yeah.
So it brings the character to life. So
Did you base her on anybody? I mean, is she based? Akiki, firstly, is Swahili for ruby. Is that that's correct? Okay.
Yeah.
Is she based on anyone? Does she look? Is it based on you? Based on your daughter, or is it just something that you created in your mind? Who is she?
I actually created her in my mind. I wanted a lovely, bubbly African child.
Yeah.
Because I said sometimes when you're told African child, immediately you start thinking either a child in the rural areas or something, you know, just running around, even if they're happy. I mean, the media has, whenever they're portraying an African child, hardly do you see like a bright girl. And yeah, so for me with Akiki, that's what I wanted her to feel. I wanted her to feel pretty. I want you to be confident. I want you to know that, yeah, this is you, and just embrace you. And you don't have to be this side or this side. You're just black, and this is who you are. Though my daughter tells me we're not black, we're brown. So.
Exactly. They know.
They know.
They don't understand
Mommy,
us.
don't say black.
Exactly.
Black,
if you don't
brown.
mind, Mom, really, please.
Yeah, so
please, that's not what it is. Isn't that stunning? Is she available all over? Can we find her in toy stores, or do we buy her online? How do we get hold of her?
Oh, you can get Akiki through takealot.com.
Okay.
Yeah, currently, because for me it's been like 2 years, so I'm also grappling my feet with the market.
Yes.
So she's on takealot.com. This one I launched at Scoobs, so you can find the book at Scoobs.
Right.
And also please feel free to email me at info@akikidolls.com.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
All the best.
Thank you so much.
This is fabulous, and I think she is beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. I love her. She's stunning. This is the creator of the Akiki doll, the Akiki Short Stories, Fatuma Abdullah, and author, of course, the author of this wonderful book that's available at Scoobs and takealot.com. All right, there you go. Let's get you a weather update. It's 5.